And we are here for you. Now, are you looking for one of the hottest podcasts out there? Look at Punk. He's out. He's ready. You looking for one of the hottest podcasts out right now? One of the fastest growing podcasts out right now? And we from Chicago. And we had 20K followers on TikTok. 1,000 followers on YouTube. Almost. Save it for the booth, baby. Let's go.
What up?
What's good?
What up?
What's poppin'?
We hold on. Let's do some introductions here. We got Punk in the building.
Hey.
Per usual.
You already
You know
know.
how that go. We got Vee Chat in the building.
Hey.
Miss Consistency. And who do we have here?
I want y'all to hear it.
Oh,
Hi guys.
Coke Killer. She's back.
First of all, I'm just trying to. So all of this happened when I was away.
Everything.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, Deuce.
I miss my
thank
red
you.
chair.
I like
Oh,
it.
How you feeling?
I appreciate that, Coke Killer.
I'm feeling fantastic.
So for
Not
the
wavy.
No, I'm feeling.
She's changing it up. She's been growth,
You,
baby.
I see.
Hey.
Alright.
So for the following that doesn't know, Coke Killer is definitely a day one, very first podcast. I think you went up to 22 before you quit on us, but we're not going there. We're going forward. We're not looking backwards. Coke Killer in the building. That ain't shade. That's love.
That's a little shade.
Love. That's shade and love at the same time. They
Okay,
call it
I
shove.
appreciate it.
Shut up.
You know what? Let me just say that thank y'all for allowing me to grace my presence on Save It for the Booth. You know, after I quit on y'all.
You always welcome. You always welcome.
We love the accountability.
But
Yes,
I'm
we do.
always on it. But I appreciate y'all for allowing me to come back and
Yes.
sit in one of these seats.
Yes.
And I got my old mic back.
Hey,
Your
Marks
rip
don't
is
lie.
still there.
she takes a bite out of crime.
Anywho, it's good to be here. It's good to be sitting next to, this guy, Punk, after all of the back and forth that we did for 22 episodes.
I'm chilling
I think.
today. I ain't on that today.
So hopefully,
we gonna be peaceful
this
today.
reunion will be something positive and
It's always positive.
Yeah, it's all love. It's
As
all
long
love.
as long as we're creating great
I gotta make
conversations.
sure I watch what I say. For
Please
real
watch
today.
what you say, because
be cool.
be cool, my dude.
It's all love.
Be cool, my dude. Anything new? Anybody want to talk about anything new? Everybody's day was good.
Vee Chat. How was your day?
It's good. Slow motion. Just worked. You know.
My day was cool. I got a lot done. Ran some errands, real
Cocaine.
productive day. So
Nice.
no complaints at all.
That
Punk,
was lit.
Punk, you good in there?
Yes, sir. Ready.
So this is episode 54.
Whoa,
54. I mean, that puts us.
Ow, 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 ow,
Hey,
ow. Shout out to
we on
episode
and popping.
54, y'all.
Yeah, that's over a year's worth of work, and
But hold on, before you get into that, I always got stuff to say.
go ahead.
Because I still been watching y'all too, right? And it always pop up on TikTok because my profile is set up as still Save It for the Booth. So Save It for the Booth always pop up. And I've been seeing y'all getting real lit and being real wavy in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to y'all though. That's like good stuff.
Appreciate
Episode
that.
54. That's a milestone. Y'all been killing the game. And let me just tell y'all, for the people that don't know and y'all can't see up in here, I done walked up here. I ain't been in here in a long time and it's set up. I mean, they on business in here.
Hey.
Y'all doing y'all thing. So shout out to y'all.
Hey, we just trying to grow. We just trying to grow for y'all.
progress.
Yeah, that's what's up though. You
We-
gotta definitely appreciate that. So kudos, and clapping.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that love there.
Always
Y'all want to get into some topics?
Let's get it.
get into it.
Let's get it.
Hey, Punk. Do men stay in relationships no matter how toxic they
Yes.
become? And fellas, he's throwing you right under the bus.
Yes.
Mm.
We just built the deal with more bullshit than y'all are in relationships.
Oh, I had a misunderstanding. I had a misunderstanding about the question. So
Okay.
men stay in relationships no matter how toxic they become. So no
The-
matter how toxic the relationship.
Yes,
is,
no matter how
not the
toxic the
individual.
relationship.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Men just built a deal with more bullshit than y'all, you know. It's probably that way because our emotions aren't as tied to everything that happened the way most women's emotions are.
Okay, all right. So we have a new guest. We have a new guest.
CK.
CK.
My boy.
We were just talking about your name here. Hey, how you doing, CK?
It's all good.
You
I'm
good? No, you
How about
good. You good.
Yeah, in case you missed the topic, it's
You want me to run it back?
Yeah.
for
The
you?
topic is why do guys make relationship toxic and then
Oh
No,
no,
it's
that
not.
is not the
This-
That was the
damn
topic.
question.
This is why women can't speak. Nah, let me quit.
Cut it out.
guys,
Cut
why
it
do guys make
out.
relationships toxic then stay?
Okay.
Because only
You-
men make relationships toxic.
You ready?
Facts.
CK, first of all, is your mic on?
I believe this mic is on.
Okay, thank you. The topic is do men
Why you looking at her like that?
So you guys can see what type of pod this is gonna be.
Vee Chat.
What?
Mind your mother.
Everybody saw it. I was just real curious as to like,
Who
did I
was
miss
everybody?
something?
If everybody saw it and nobody else spoke, why you speak?
Because I'm always gonna say something.
What's the topic, dude?
So
Yeah, is there a window in here or something? Like,
do men stay in relationships no matter how toxic that relationship may be?
Yes.
Can you explain your answer again?
I just.
Well,
we're
it's
built-
kind of broken up, so.
We're built to endure more of the BS.
Meaning what? What do you mean?
I mean, everything that I ain't gonna say everything, cause but when situations happen, men tend to deal with them for a longer period of time. Women, let's say cheating, man cheats. Women, what y'all doing?
We stand. Guys be the ones.
Shit.
We have to chin up, chest out, y'all. Chin up, chest out,
shit.
nigga, because a woman will stay.
I
Will
ain't saying
say-
that you got caught.
No,
or
I'm
he
just
brought
saying
it
a woman
up.
will stay when a guy is cheating so longer than a guy will when a woman is cheating because y'all can't take what y'all dish out.
That's not true. We be knowing
Chin
y'all.
up, chest
we
out.
be knowing y'all cheating. We just don't.
Y'all don't be
going.
knowing shit.
Okay.
Or maybe you know,
Okay.
but a lot of guys don't know because y'all don't pay attention to y'all women.
I'm telling you, they
I'm
know.
just saying. I said maybe you do, but a lot of guys do not pay attention
Okay.
to their women to even know, like to even notice a difference. And a lot of women just kind of keep their shit together, so you don't. There's not even a difference.
Okay.
We can agree to disagree.
Yeah, I'm with all that. CK,
I
cocaine.
I need one of y'all to chime in. Coke or CK.
I didn't come to argue out today.
You started when I walked in the door, bro.
I don't know what you're speaking of.
Yeah. All right.
No.
No what?
We do
No.
not stay in relationships no matter how toxic they become.
Really?
Some do, some don't.
Well, we're generalizing.
Yeah, we're generalizing. I mean,
Out of 10 times,
in a
who's the
general,
first
out of
person?
10 people I know,
Who's the
10
first
dudes I
person to
know,
leave?
It'll be a sister that leaves.
All right. All right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but there are some people who deserve a voice here, and
No
I
doubt.
know I see some of that toxicity and I'm gone. I don't care. If it look flaky, I'm gone.
You
I gotta
rare.
move around.
You
'cause,
real, my boy.
You know, we all get jacked up growing up. We dealing with trauma growing up. We dealing with things we ain't had no option but to have placed on our shoulders. I just be damned if I sit in the muck when I got a choice as a grown man finally. It's like being at a mean, abusive babysitter's house and sticking around. And over time, you just stacking on plaque or trauma. You know, we clearing it nowadays. You know, the men are maturing also. You know, and
I agree.
brothers are coming to a point of knowing themselves, where everybody else still pretending to know themselves, and because of that, they're not actually beginning to know themselves. And the trend is, you know, brothers in this new awareness, and not just new, but you know, it's becoming more popular now. Deciding to move around when it doesn't fit.
I will
It's
agree
toxic.
that I feel like men are starting to leave situations rather than stay, but historically and for the most part, up until this point, men dealing with more shit. They definitely ain't leaving
Are y'all
first.
dealing with
They
shit?
definitely
Are y'all
ain't
dealing with
leaving
shit that
first.
women give, or are you dealing with the repercussions of the shit that
It
you
don't
dealt with
matter.
once a woman is
It
tired of
don't
your
matter.
Both.
Why does it matter?
Both.
It does matter.
If I did something and you decided to stay, now you want to make life hell. It
No
don't
one
work
said-
like
no,
that.
no.
That's
What
what you're saying, though.
No, what I'm saying
if you
is
decided
sometimes
to stay, let's not talk
no.
about it.
Exactly. So I decided to stay.
Yes.
But your behaviors have not changed.
Then
You
leave.
said, okay, exactly. If I
But if
don't,
you
if I don't
don't-
leave, then what is
Okay.
wrong with you feeling my wrath for a little bit?
So that
What's
is
wrong?
bad.
What's wrong
That's
with
the
you?
toxic
Love is
shit.
hateful.
But it's
More
not-
toxic
but
on top
it
of
isn't
toxic.
necessarily being
And
toxic.
that,
It's like
and
sometimes
that, and
women
that
stay.
dude still
But
there.
sometimes women stay because they hope that you guys will change.
Okay, who leaving first?
I'm gonna leave first.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. So however toxic the
But a lot
relationship
of
got, you
times-
gonna leave before. Cocaine, go
A
ahead.
lot of times, like the woman might leave first out of pure like an emotional decision, like something that you just do it unthoughtfully.
And
But
that's
a
why I
woman is
said
gonna
about the
come
emotions.
back. She's gonna come back. So when you ask the question like who, the whole toxicity type of thing, like truth be told, we both gonna deal with it for a minute. Like that's just the reality of it. Like
Yes.
the woman may leave, the man may leave, but we both are going to deal with it because, like this gentleman said, I apologize. I don't know. What
CK.
CK said. CK. What Mr. CK said, when you do deal
Let me
with.
stop.
Let her finish her thought. Let her finish her thought, please.
That's what you said. You said that pause ago. Yes, you did. You said you was
When you deal
cat king,
with
cat killer.
when you have individuals
shit.
that have suffered or have went through different traumas, you really can't put the fault or blame on one or the other. Like we generally, because a lot of times we don't even know that we're feeling that trauma. We don't even know that we're dealing with something that was long before us, and we in turn just still sit in these situations. So I don't think that one or the other it will stay more than the next one. It's just we all have to find our place, and we have to learn and grow and then understand when it's time for us to move around and walk away, when you want to grow up out of that relationship.
Yeah, that all sounds beautiful. But the facts of the matter is, y'all leave
However-
before men do.
However, I will
More
address
times
this
than not.
though, because you did mention that, men will sit and deal with more.
Yes.
I will disagree in that. As a woman, I will disagree in that because women deal with a lot of stuff. And
I didn't say
it's-
y'all don't.
But let me finish. It's no shade to the men to say that y'all don't deal with more or less. But the fact of the matter is a lot of times we are so dumbed down to where if you come across a woman that don't know what love is, has never experienced love, and she's just all messed up because of what her upbringing was. She will sit in a situation being abused verbally, being abused mentally, being abused physically, and will think that that is love. But a man, I don't know if a man will sit there and let a woman beat on her. Some men do. I'm not taking that away. But I don't know a man that's going to sit up there and let a woman sit up here and talk to him like, doing all of this and that. I don't know. But I know that there are women that sit in relationships and situationships over and over for years upon years. So when you say that men have to be sitting there dealing with it, and we gotta muscle up and deal with all of this and that, women
ain't
deal
nothing
with
about
that.
muscle up.
But I'm just saying that.
See, you speaking on
In
dealing.
turn.
You talking about dealing with domestic violence and.
I'm talking.
Use
That's
it
a
as an example.
relationship. I'm
Right,
talking
I
about a
know.
relationship, though.
But you're not thinking about the emotional roller coaster men deal with.
I
the-
said mental. Mental. Is that not an emotional place?
Okay.
I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so I hear these lips smacking over here, so apparently this guy want to say something.
CK.
I mean, I'm
Well,
contemplating.
well, let me know where, because this is a dialogue, right? So if I'm wrong, we're here like,
Yeah.
we don't
well,
just speak words just to speak. Like,
What you
we're
wanna know?
learning.
What's the
you
simple
know,
truth
so
you wanna know?
If I'm incorrect, let me know.
No, I can't even. Really, it was just a simple fact. It's hard to make a declaration statement like to distinguish the emotion from the mind, or to say that they're the same. You know, like the mental suggests that we're in control and conscious of it, while emotions we don't really choose. Emotions just they we find out we are having them. You know, and so we find out we're experiencing an emotion. We realize we have an emotional situation occurring within us, you know, and because of that, I just went into a rabbit hole the minute I heard that truth proposed. Honestly, what I had to say wasn't even as general as the topic. It's just,
So the
I
topic.
just heard possible fallacy and my mind locked in. I got a lawyer brain. I ain't gonna lie.
So the topic came about because it's this narrative online that, like, men, no matter how toxic the relationship is, no matter how miserable both of them are, they're gonna just stay and endure it, and women don't. They gonna leave.
So I guess the biggest question is, what do you
Which is
define
true.
as toxic? Like,
It's
what
all-
is toxicity?
You know when you
Both-
ain't
both
feeling
of
a
them-
nigga,
both
and
of
when
them-
he ain't feeling you, and y'all ain't really eye to eye. You going out with your girls all the time. Y'all don't never do nothing together. Y'all ain't having sex. Y'all don't hang out. You know what toxic is.
Yeah, he just
and
nailed
who
that shit.
who
He nailed
leaves
it,
that
didn't he?
situation first?
That just made me feel miserable.
All right.
I just got miserable. I was like, God.
That's what we talking about.
Like, yeah.
That
Like,
sucks.
Who leaves that first?
I feel like men will leave first.
I did out.
I do. 'Cause I feel
No,
Leave
men
first.
won't leave first,
I feel like
but they'll
men
go
will
do some
leave
fucked
first.
up shit to
That's
compensate.
That's true. Because no matter what, we're going to rationalize it. We're going to rationalize the shit out of it. Like,
y'all rationalize.
We gonna
all
try
y'all
to.
bullshit.
right, we're going to try to rationalize it.
Y'all
Like,
rationalize all y'all
if
bullshit.
I'm just
most
telling
of
you what
if
transpires.
most of how we rocking is pretty solid, like, we have this wild ass indefinite resilience. Like, that's just like, I mean, unless this happens, whatever. But like, Punk said, he might go out and do some wild or some mean shit, indirectly.
How does that make you
You know,
feel after you're done?
is the-
You're still going back home to the toxicity?
They feel fine.
Well, the thing about the threat of unhappiness is that in the pursuit of satisfying our own needs, you can justify anything. If I don't want to go home to my girl after work, because every time I go home, she giving me nothing but attitude, I am not going to feel any guilt whatsoever for going to a fun girl's crib after I get off and then going home to take care of my house.
Girl's crib.
So what is a fun girl?
A fun
person
And
who
she's-
ain't
and she's-
getting on his nerves.
You
A
get
But
on
person
my
who
nerves.
ain't
she's
got the
only
attitude.
fun until she catch feelings. She's only fun until she catch feelings.
That's not true.
Those are facts.
Who
That's
said-
not true.
who
She
said
can
he
have
was-
feelings.
Who said he was even talking about in that manner? The fun girl could have been a friend. That
Boy,
they
shut
go,
the fuck up. Because you
Now
full of
can't
shit.
Have friends. Yeah.
Because
you
okay,
motherfuckers
so
got work
okay,
to
so
do
all right, so
on
all
this,
right,
but
okay.
you can't
With
have
a
a
friend,
friend.
you're letting your significant other know that you're at this person's house.
No.
Are you letting? If it's a friend, then why not?
Because even when something's right, it doesn't mean it's expedient. It doesn't mean it's the best way to go.
So then it's bullshit.
No.
So again, I'm gonna repeat what I said. Boy, fuck you.
Can you imagine? Do you
Whatever.
know how much disrespect this man just took in the last 45 seconds? And how the audience will be looking at him if just 30 seconds ago, he told her, shut the fuck up. And then just
I would've told
15,
him, no,
20
you shut the
seconds
fuck
after
up.
that, she said, boy, fuck you. it just wouldn't be the same vibe. And we deal with this type of thing all day long, but because we're calloused, we are molded, trained to just accept and take this. It's normalized verbal abuse, physical abuse. Most men I knew have been pushed or slapped
CK,
or muffed by their
shut
girl. But we are conditioned
And
to
y'all
accept
pushing
just
them
spoiled-
muffin
take
back.
it.
She
Y'all
just
pushing
spoiled
them
the
muffin
shit
back.
out my
I've never
head.
muffed. I pushed a girl before. That's
Exactly.
because she punched me in my chest.
Okay, exactly.
And then I was like, get the fuck back. You know?
Exactly.
And I was like, what if I called my big
So if he
sister?
would have told me to shut the fuck up, it wouldn't have been no.
Let me real.
It was just like,
Let me
get the fuck
reel
up off me.
let me
You
reel
know, that's
y'all
different.
in. Y'all all off the damn tracks over here. God damn it.
Hey, my
You
dog
know how
said
it
it
happens
best. Can I
sometimes.
just drop this bar? Because my
You
dog
always
went
trying
crazy.
to drop some bar.
My dog said, I ain't going to nobody's nothing if me and my wife beefing. I don't care if the house on fire. I'm dying, nigga. I ain't leaving.
Who said that?
I never heard one to say that, but that was Jay.
Oh.
Right after he got beat up in the elevator for cheating. Right.
He still ain't leaving.
Exactly. Because he was the one who brought the toxic shit to the relationship.
He wouldn't have left if it wasn't him.
All right, so they're still off
it
the
was his
rails.
fault still.
They're
But even if it
All right,
wasn't,
they're
get
still
us
off
back.
the
Bring
rails.
us back.
Let's bring y'all
us
back to
back.
the back. Oh, let me
To
stop.
it.
Let me
Oh,
stop.
we
Let me
can't do
stop.
that.
We don't.
Right.
We don't own
See,
that.
I done
don't
cut my
own
shit
that.
out. I used to do stuff like
Yeah,
that.
you used to do it all the time. I had to stop
Yeah,
your
cut
ass,
it out.
nigga. Chill out. So, cocaine.
Cocaine.
No. What I did. What I
How many hours a day should be devoted to your partner?
Want to hear this shit?
20 minutes.
We got a 20 minutes.
I'm just talking
That's
shit.
enough
I'm just talking
time
shit.
for me to
Oh,
do my
shit.
business. Don't worry about it. Cocaine. What you got?
That's all you ever be worried about, bro, is doing your business.
That's all you
type of
giving me.
question.
Shit.
know.
I'm gonna make sure I'm straight.
if all I got.
It's
I
all.
think
Come on, y'all. Let's go.
realistically, I don't know. I guess it just depends on the day. Because, you know, my man could be having a bad day and he might need a little bit more of my time. It just depends on what we got going on because, you know, you got work and then, you know, in some people's relationships, they have children. But realistically speaking, I'm going to go with, for 200 Mike, as many hours as he need.
Okay. Nice and safe.
Sounds good.
CK. Let's get it.
The minimum. That's what we talking about? The minimum here?
We talk about the minimum.
All right, I think
The
the
minimum.
minimum. I think the minimum is like 2 hours.
Okay.
You know, that's enough time to like recap life, figure out what's going on, touch bases, know what page you on.
But
You
what
know,
if
a
you don't have
wellness
the
check.
2 hours?
Well, we say need, right? And sometimes our needs aren't met. But the
Right.
minimum what we need, I think, is at least 2 hours of communication, human to human interaction. You
Does it
know,
have to be like in person, like over the phone? Like, does it just
however you can get it.
Does
Every
it have
individual
to
is
be
different.
2 hours straight or
just 2 hours throughout the day?
I think
In
2 hours.
increments.
I think 2 hours of quality time is probably 5 times the amount of 3 hours distracted. You know, and so I think that quality 2 hours. It doesn't have to be straight, right? This can be, I'm hopping in the shower, you talking to me while you doing whatever. I'm hopping out, you hopping in, we talking, we get something to eat real quick, whatever. Sit down, kick it, talk, get sleepy, go to bed. If that takes 2 hours, that's some quality time.
So was that how much time you need and how much time you feel like your woman, that you can give to your woman too?
I know that's a minimum for what I could recognize as necessary. Like,
Both ways.
it just depends on her. Because some women,
Be careful.
some women need far less time. And some women need far more. Because their story is going to be the long way, always.
Always long, yeah.
You know, so.
Seen it, bro.
7 other stories.
It's like, babe, I just want to know how you feel. I'm sorry, I don't care who did it.
Nah,
So
because
we
Karen
got
pissed me
2
off.
hours and as much as they need.
As much as-
Punk, what you
as
think?
much as
Oh, you
I
want to
like
go last, Punk? You want to go last?
It don't matter.
Punk, give it to me.
I'm with her as much as they need. I ain't never thought about a time limit, but I'm thinking, let's say the typical person work 8 hours a day. You sleep for about 6 hours realistically.
You gonna bring out the math.
That's
Go ahead.
14 hours.
Go ahead.
You got 10 hours left. We'll give you 2 hours for travel time back and forth to work.
Uh-huh.
You got 8
You got it down
hours
to a
left,
science.
right?
Yes,
This
he's a
guy.
mathematician.
Right.
This
He's a
guy.
mathematician.
Kids need their time, whatever. So I don't think 2 to 3 hours is asking for much. And that's with, all right, I'm finna go put this in the oven. Now I'm back down here. We spending time. You know, all right, I'm finna go change this load. All right, we back sitting on the couch chilling. All right, one of the kids called. We went. But if you got 3 hours where it's kind of like y'all time watching shows, whatever, y'all done cooked dinner, ate, did the nasty.
Gonna make
Gotta
you put
fit
it
that
3
in
hours
right.
is.
You,
I think 3 hours is.
That's not
Can't forget
happening
about
then.
that.
I think
The
3
days just
hours is
fucked.
sufficient. 2 to 3 hours is sufficient. You know?
Y'all so scared.
Huh?
Vee Chat.
And
so
and
scary.
3 hours is what? An eighth of
Say
your
what?
day? That ain't nothing. An eighth of your day. 3 hours.
Vee Chat.
Huh?
20 minutes.
No, but no, honestly, like, because that for me is different because I work days, my husband works nights. So I'm walking in the house, he walking out. And it's just like in the morning, you know, he gets off at 2:30 in the morning. I'm not up at 2:30 in the morning because I have to be at work at 8 a.m. Like, it doesn't like really apply right now because I work from home. So we get that we're together like mostly during the day, like. But when I was actually in the office working, we legit only had like that passing time, which was about maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and not even so because sometimes he's getting ready to go to work because he's been dealing with the baby all day. But he's off on Fridays and every other weekend, so
I got a
this kind of
question.
made it work.
I got a question for that.
Yes.
So, for me, when me and my wife first met, right? This motherfucker could call me at 3 in the morning. I was out. Can you come get me? I gotta be at work at 6. All right, here I come. I come get her, take her home, whatever, then go to work. Call whatever time. I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna be tired for work. She did the same thing.
Okay.
Why that stop?
Because we have other things. I just feel like when we're married, we're together, we have a household. There's just things that have to be taken care of. So it's not that like we're necessarily neglecting each other. It's just more so like
You absolutely neglecting each
all
other.
right, bro. You
But
know I
go
love you.
ahead.
I know you love me. Like
Damn,
we'll
you
get this
know
time.
it. I ain't gotta show it because you know
I'm not
it.
saying I
We
don't
done
show
been
it,
in this.
but if I get out of work at 4, I don't get home until 4:30. You have to be at the house by 5:30. Like I'm confused. Am I going to wake up when you walk in the door at 3:15 and I have to be up at 6:30 so that I can make sure that I'm at work or something?
Some nights, yes.
You should have went
That's
to
what I'm.
bed.
Sometimes, some nights, yes.
But if my
Just
son,
like-
like,
just
I'm
like
gonna
if-
use my son. My son does not have a sleep schedule. My son sometimes will be up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And
So if
that's
I'm
okay.
if I'm legit just closing my eyes and you walk through the door, it's hey babe, how you doing? I hope you had a great day. You okay? Smooches. I'm going to sleep.
Now, how that man feel if he needs some time from his wife
At
and
3
he
o'clock
can't
in the
get it?
morning?
Whatever. I just got off
Baby.
work. You don't know what I went through
Hold
at
on.
work. I might
You
need
don't
to
know
Are
come
you
what-
home.
proposing that is sustainable?
You don't
Or is that
know
like
that-
a gap? Like it's like for this period of time, it might
I'm
be
just
like
saying for this
this.
period of time, it might be. I'm not saying this is
Okay.
like going to be like life from here on out.
We're
but
talking
at this
lifestyle,
period-
though. A
Right, it's just
lifestyle minimum.
Right, exactly. It's just like exactly. But when I come home, you don't know how my day has been. But in
Right.
from the hour from 4:30 to 5:30,
I will be trying to
you're
figure that
actively.
out.
But I'm saying like sometimes he's actively getting ready, showering, making sure his lunch. And sometimes I was coming home
So,
to
and
cook
my question
to make
to
sure that he
him-
had work to take to make sure he had food to take to work for lunch.
This would be my question to him.
Okay.
Why are you showering and getting ready for work? And you knowing I'm coming in at 4:30, you should have did all of that so you can spend this
Because
time
maybe
with
the
me
baby,
before you leaving.
maybe the baby just required more attention that day. It wasn't all the time, but I'm just saying maybe he just required more attention that day. Maybe he was just really tired. Maybe him and the baby slept in. Maybe the baby had therapy that day because my son does have therapy.
But what was the general norm? Y'all put me in the generalization.
Our
pigeonhole.
general
Right,
norm was I walked in the house by 4:30. We'll kids talk. How was your day? You have a good day. He's finishing getting up. If I haven't cooked like the night before, I'll try and make something really quick, or like we'll talk for a little bit. But it was just like he was on his way out the door.
And
Like, we just had that passing time.
I think this
Even
is
in the morning.
that's a problem because you gotta make time. Like
We did. He's off
you-
every
if you-
Friday and every other weekend.
Okay.
But I'm saying like we couldn't do anything
I'm
about
s-
our schedules because our schedule works for
can't-
us
you can't
so that
do
we didn't
nothing.
have to like pay $1,400 for daycare. It just
Right.
worked for us.
So you can't do anything about your work schedule, but you can do something about how you operate the rest of it so that you make time. If I know, my wife come home 4:30 to 5:30 is the hour I got. I'm gonna try to do everything I need to do before then, so that I can make sure I'm gonna be able to spend this hour with you. And hopefully, yeah, I might come in at 3:30 in the morning, but hopefully you done prepared, did what you need to do, so you can say, "Hey, I want to catch a hour or two with my husband before."
At 3:30 in the morning.
Why does that matter?
I guess
We go
for
club, party,
me, right, and
all
we're
type
coming,
of
right,
shit.
and we're
We
coming
go
in at that
do-
time. We're not getting
You-
up at that time to do
make
anything.
you make the time
Right,
to do
and I
what
guess
you
for
wanna
me-
do. You
and-
can go back to sleep. When I leave,
I'm
you can go back to sleep.
It's
I'm
hard.
gonna interject.
It's hard because for
probably
me,
can't even
I'm not
Go
a.
ahead, interject.
For me,
Don't do
it's
it.
hard.
'Cause they
because,
gonna keep going.
I'm not a
I
morning
don't have
person, so if you interrupt my
kids.
sleep,
So
then I'm not going.
I really can't.
I really want you to listen how you keep saying, "I'm not of this. I'm not.
Okay,
It's
and
like
let's
you
look
have
at projective. Into subject. Me and my husband have been together for 20 years, so it's not like when he feels
Nah, it
neglected,
ain't.
he lets me know. When I feel neglected, I let him know. And we try to adjust this. Right now, it's a lot easier because I work from home. But when I was in the office, it was a bit of a struggle. But now that I work from home, it's like I roll over. All right, bro, what's up? Good morning. You know what I'm saying? We have more time to spend that, so we don't have those issues anymore. But it really was an issue. It really was a struggle, and it did hit our marriage really hard because it was just like we did not have time for each other because of just the moving and then like everything with our son. It was a lot. So
And
it was
that's
just
why
like
I'm saying you gotta make time. I don't care how tired I am. I'm going to make that time because it may eliminate that bump in the relationship.
your wife
or
is a
that.
lucky woman.
Co-killer, you want to get
She's
in there
lucky.
still?
Not really. No.
Okay. CK, anything else?
Oh man.
I don't want to beat it like a dead horse.
We gotta make time for each other, y'all. You gotta make time for
No,
each
I
other.
will say like I do agree with that, but I can't really comment because I don't have kids and I'm not married, so I don't know what that look like.
It don't matter.
Right, but I will comment from, single not being married standpoint. Like I can say that now, whereas yes, making my man more of a priority is important, and
Keep it that way.
and learning like, the different ways and how I move. But if I'm in a relationship with someone and I'm loving this person, then that is where my attention and my focus needs to be, and that needs to be priority because that is where I want to be. So I need to make that known and make him feel that and understand that and be present in that way.
And what you said, that is where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's important because any place you want to be, you make it a priority. People go to work and make sure they there. Why? Because
You
it's
need
a
that
priority. They need that bread. They
You
want to
need
be there to
pay
get
those.
their
You
check.
need to eat.
The same way you saying you making your man a priority now in the beginning, it should be the same thing. Even when the kids involved, because them kids wouldn't be there without all that time and energy you was putting into your
But I
man.
think I
Guess
think
what?
it does
When the
take
kids
two, though. I
leave,
don't.
guess who gonna be there? Your man or your woman. So you should still be putting in that time. When you retire from that job that you giving all your energy, guess who's still
Nah,
gonna be
I'm with
there?
that, though.
The person you
I
chose
agree.
to spend life with, and you gonna have to put that time in. You can't give a 30-year gap of saying I ain't got time because we got kids and jobs and and then think you gonna pick
No
the
one is
pieces
saying
back
there's
up.
not time. No one.
at the end of
Sometimes
that.
it just shifts. Sometimes it just shifts. Am I going to be able to give you 4 hours or a minimum of 20 hours to 3 hours a day? I don't know. It's just like we have to just adjust with what our lifestyle is at that time. You just have to adjust to what it is. Like you make time. You know what
We
I'm
don't
saying?
think
Like,
about adjusting nothing else.
But I think like
Nothing else.
But to me, it sounds like what she's saying is, within her marriage, her relationship, or what her marriage is, that may work for her and her husband. So that is the schedule. That is how they operate. And it's not a hindrance to them. That's what it sounds like. But I understand where you coming from too. But that may just work for them.
Punk feel like we put everything on a
Everything.
we put our
Everything
relationship
is
on the back
on
burner and
relationship
everything
is
else
the last thing.
in front
you
of it.
Prioritize everything else
But
because
you-
you not finna shift your job.
But you have to do what works for you and your person.
You gotta
And if y'all
prioritize.
agree
This
with
what
that, if we have an understanding, you know, we know that okay, I work X amount of hours, you work X amount of hours,
You
and
know
our
what?
schedules consistently change.
And see, I hate that, right? So I hate that the fact that work is such a big factor. Well, what if we need the money and that's why I'm a proponent of quit your job. All right, whatever. I'm gonna make sure shit's straight. Because
But
I
that's
don't want
what works for you
no,
and
this.
your family.
But listen to what I'm saying. I don't know if it should be for everybody family or not. But if you're breaking down the family system and the love that's supposed to be between the two people at the top of this shit, based off of our work schedules, but you want us to stay in this, knowing we probably ain't happy because we ain't spending no time together. We ain't doing nothing with each other. You over here, I'm over there. What's more important to me? The person I chose to do life with, the family I'm building, that's more important than this job. For some people who probably don't like you don't want to be there. No.
But what if you just don't have? What if the woman just doesn't have the option of not working, or what if the job that the man has does not sustain the entire household as well as like other things that she may want to do?
The point he's saying,
I understand what he's saying. I get it.
it's
I would
1,000
love.
jobs. It's only
get it.
one
I would
partner.
love-
Exactly.
It's 1,000
because
jobs.
I thought like that at one point. I worked hella hours, doubles, 2 jobs, and my wife was like, "Bruh, you don't spend no time with the family."
But was she
when you
working at
want
the
to go on
time?
the trip, no. When you want to go on the trip, you go. Whatever we need, we got. Whatever. But you don't have time for the family. So guess what? If I need to, whatever happens, my family comes first. If one of my kids sick and the phone call come through, I have to go to my kid. If this going on, I have to go. The family comes first because I had the mentality. I gotta get this money. I gotta work this job. I gotta make sure. No, that shit is hurting the family. The job ain't that important. To me, it's not.
Any other final words there? Y'all gonna let Punk get off on y'all like that? That boy,
Deuce instigate now. Stop instigating.
Right, why he ain't saying shit.
getting off on y'all.
She just ain't
ass,
understanding.
boy.
That's all. I'm
Well,
being
I see
serious.
you. I see you ready this week.
I
huh?
do
You ready
understand,
this
but
week,
it's just
huh?
like everything does not work for everybody.
No,
You
we
have
get
to
that.
do-
We got that.
But you
we
have
got
to do
that.
what works for your relationship.
do,
In our
absolutely.
instances, like on his weekends off, we together. On his Fridays off, whether we were like that, like, you know, we would spend that time together. So they kind of like made up for like the week that we were just kind of like in
You
passing.
can't make up for
Okay.
lost
You-
time.
you
All right, they
can't.
get. They
You
get.
can't
You
make
can't
up
make
for
up for
lost
lost time, but
so
that's-
it ain't. It
that's what we
wasn't a
had to do, though.
makeup.
That's what we had
And
to
I
do.
ain't saying it. And I hate. That's what I'm saying. I hate that people have to
Sacrifice
do that.
people.
You have to
We
sacrifice
sacrificing humans
for what?
for the money.
Money.
Exactly.
And that's
Some
because of our
paper.
conditioning again.
Exactly.
Right? When we can shape shift everything, you can get a new place, a new apartment. You can change spending habits. You can shift companies you work for, shift positions. But if it's only one soulmate, or if there's only one partner you can have, if you've picked and chosen this person, it should be the last sacrifice. It's almost like not going to the doctor so that you can go to work.
That's how it is for me.
And a lot of people do that.
Cause
You know that a lot of
that I chose to do life with. I ain't finna put her at the end of it.
Right.
Why am I putting
You
her
change
at
all
the end
this.
of everything?
We eat
Okay.
mashed potatoes and chicken.
Where are we going next?
Okay, let's go. Y'all done beat this motherfucker like a drum. Hey,
Don't be looking at me like that.
so
I just
Don't
looked
be
over.
looking at
light
me
up
like
the
that.
boy. So did you guys have you guys seen this this backlash about the movie Woman King?
I haven't.
No.
Okay. Have you seen the CK?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad
Is it the
somebody.
backlash
I'm glad
of-
somebody saw
What's
something.
the backlash? 'Cause I don't-
Basically,
People-
women shouldn't have to be that strong. They're portraying to be men when they shouldn't have to be.
That's
No.
another backlash. The backlash I know is
No, but yeah, let's get into
is
That's
that
what I
there's a
heard.
treacherous history behind the Dahomey women,
Yeah, that's what I'm
and
trying
that
to
they
go.
were massive, like slave capturers, and were savages at it. Highly proficient, famous for it. Kept skulls as trophies of like people they killed in the pursuit of capturing slaves to sell to the English.
So what's the backlash?
The backlash is we're celebrating this movie, the strength and the because the depiction is not like that. The depiction
So
is
they really was some savages.
they was really a major part of the slave trade according to history. That's the backlash. Like, are we glorifying this film? But really, y'all, they were
They was a
slave
part
catchers
of-
too.
They was a
Okay,
part of-
okay. So now, CK, give me your opinion on the backlash. Is it warranted? Is it some bullshit? Like, come on,
Man,
give it to me. Come
Damn
on,
near every major civilization that ever exists participated in some way in slavery, in a way which they benefited financially, monetarily, or whatever in resources. The thing is this: we are holding our own people constantly, nailing them, staking them to a cross. We can't even have a movie about a semi-history hero. Every movie, damn near, we got movies about the Civil War. Nobody's beating them over the head for making Braveheart, when really Braveheart was a savage movie. You know, Indian in the Cupboard, savage movie. These are like child movies, you know what I
Not
mean? Like,
Indian in the cover.
this
Leave
was a
my movie
savage thing to
alone,
do.
man. Leave my
and
movie
nobody
alone.
ever holds their people so accountable. It's like we hold us to a stake, they hold us to a stake. And that's because we making each other believe we got to be twice as good. But there's no such thing as an impeccable history for any civilization. No civilization has an impeccable history. Let me celebrate the good side of my people's moment in this point in time. We had some powerful ass women who were known and feared and respected. That's dope shit.
Thank you.
Save the bad news
I'm
for
glad
history books.
somebody-
Go read, motherfucker.
They ain't putting that
Thank
shit in the history
you.
books.
Y'all didn't know about it, so I'm guessing y'all don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I ain't know about the
Okay.
backlash, and I ain't saw the movie yet. So
Okay.
Man, that shit is amazing.
So
I'm gonna go see it.
have any
I'm
of
gonna
you,
go see it too.
have any of you guys seen any of the Dahmer backlash?
I ain't seen that either.
Hell no.
Backlash.
I ain't
I
seen
ain't
the
watched
backlash.
Dahmer, and I ain't
Yeah,
seen.
they're basically saying like, well,
Give
what
it
I've
to-
seen at least
give it to
is
me, Vee
that
Chat.
it basically we're glorifying what Dahmer did. None of the we're bringing up horrible memories for the family. The families are being paid off of this, but most of it is basically that we're glorifying what he did. Now, I have seen the entire series. I don't feel like from the standpoint of like the actual series, I don't feel like they were glorifying what he did. More so trying to not even justify, but just trying to show like how it came about. And I feel like it's history. Like I feel like it came out when we were like small, when we were kids. I like I said, like I knew about it, but I didn't know exactly what he did. So for me, it was very informative. So I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm not saying like he was right. Absolutely not. But I feel like
We know he
he,
wasn't
he-
right.
right, he wasn't right. He wasn't right. He wasn't right. Period. What he did.
We talk about
But-
the backlash. Is the backlash right or not?
Honestly, I don't know the backlash. So
Basically,
What she just said.
they're
Basically what she just
glorifying
said.
what he did.
By making a film about it.
By making money off of it.
basically,
yeah, I mean that's.
And then the fam, like the victims are they're not getting any money from this.
I can understand the point of view.
Yeah, I can definitely understand it. Yeah,
Nah. I can't.
Why it's being put out?
We're entertained by fear. Right?
And that's my
They're-
point.
They're selling fear.
Right.
They selling the horrific, wild, imaginative mind of this psychopath.
It's
that
all the media.
honestly, a lot of people got questions about.
yeah, like your name.
Like, what exactly happened? I've been hearing this Jeffrey Dahmer dude's name all my life. Feels like. And I just now figured out exactly what he was doing.
Right. Because I didn't realize it was dudes.
Why
he
do
was
we want to
eating.
know?
I just assumed it
Because
was
I
women.
think it's interesting to explore what the human mind is capable of. Like when I hear about a person doing some wild thing, I'm like, okay, why they do that?
And I feel
You
like
know?
this is what the series kind of touched on. They kind of touched on the fact that like his parents were neglectful, like they weren't there for him. They didn't want to hear what he was trying to say. As many times as he's tried to say like, "Hey, I think something is wrong with me, something is going on," they kind of like brushed it off. And the fact that he was gay or homosexual, like and then that time, like the 70s, 80s, it was wildly looked down upon. So it was that, and the fact that like a lot of it was more like he was meeting these people, and he had this fear of.
It almost
Being
sounds
outed.
like y'all
Right.
making excuses for
No,
the
no,
nigga,
no,
but I'm hoping y'all not
Abs-
doing that.
Absolutely not.
They just
He
showing
was-
the
he was
development.
it's just the development and what led to what he was doing.
psychopath.
I'm not making an excuse for what he did because he was dead ass wrong. Like, and it was disgusting, and it was dreadful. It was fucked up. But I think
But the rest of it mattered.
No. What the series did was it touched on like how he came to that point.
How do people get pushed?
How do people exactly?
How to make one?
Exactly. It's not like it was okay
So,
and
do
it
you
was
think
right.
you think that was nurture, or do you think that was nature?
I think it's some of both.
Okay.
It was both, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was both. Like his parents did not nurture him, neither one, because they were always fighting. They were always into it. They ignored
I'm
him,
trying to figure
and
out
then
how
it
they
was,
feel about R. Kelly.
and then it was
it
nature.
We ain't going to
Same.
R.
And,
Kelly
right, and
this
then it was
episode.
nature
Same.
because like his dad introduced him to like fuck dissecting animals and killing things like that. Right, road killing things like that. So I think it was a bit of both.
Okay.
It was a bit of both.
All right. Is the backlash warranted, or is just people complaining?
I think it's both.
Okay.
It's both.
People soft now, man.
Yeah,
And,
people
and it's
really
like
soft.
empathy is like a popular like thing now. Like if you can like just look like you give a shit, you know what I mean? You can get some cool points in the world.
Oh.
Especially if you can look like you give a shit by hating somebody. Ooh, now you got the best of both worlds. I care about them so much that I hate everybody who like that. You know, but hey.
With
teach his own.
Halloween fastly approaching, there's gonna be a million Dahmers.
Yeah, there is.
It's gonna be
They're
a
gonna
million
have
fucking
to-
Dahmers. Like
That's so crazy.
It's
I
like,
guess.
yeah.
And that's not sick.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's not
sick.
sick. Yes, absolutely. I'm not saying
You just
about
checking.
like,
He like, I'm checking.
people would be like, people would online would be like, oh no, he was fucked up. That was wrong.
Why is it finna
But
be
then
a
they
million
turned around-
Dahmers?
Because in that
These
same sense,
motherfuckers
people
just made
think
a
like
series about the shit.
Because
But what's the
people
next
don't-
topic, Deuce?
I'm saying because people just generalize and they say things but they don't care.
I mean, nobody's celebrating Chucky, but we dress up as that motherfucker.
Y'all ready?
Halloween.
Okay, yeah,
It's
because
still
I know you got
Halloween.
an 8
It's
o'clock.
fictional.
But that's not why we doing it. You know, like
Chuck,
it's fictional, so let's
Chucky
do
ain't
it.
real. That's some real shit.
All right, so look, I got a student.
No,
No, you better not. You gonna lose your damn job. You better cut it out. You better cut it out.
As we waiting on the next topic for Cocaina. When she went to the bathroom.
Yeah, she got to go to the bathroom. We don't gotta wait. We'll fill
You
her
have to
in.
announce her business.
Oh, I forgot. My fault. Deuce gonna edit that out.
So, nope. Most uncut.
She gotta go to the
goddammit.
Cocaine in the back.
So, our next topic, our last topic, we have 55 minutes here. Why does she have to be your superwoman? And before
Yeah, play that clip.
before
'cause I don't- I
yeah,
ain't
we
agree
gonna
with
we
this
gonna give it
fuck nigga.
from one of our favorite podcasts. Don't
I fuck with him, though. I
don't
fuck
listen to
with him.
Punk. Don't listen to
Yeah,
Punk.
don't- I
One of
fuck
our
with
favorite podcasts.
Hey,
Ace
shout out
made
to
it
them.
for
We went and
Ace
seen their
metaphor.
podcast live. That shit was lit. Y'all
Yeah, it was
motivating
dope.
as fuck.
Yup,
Real
'cause we
shit.
about to
I
be
wish
live.
she would have let me answer her questions, but it's all good.
Nah, you can't.
I know
they
how
can't
it be.
do
It was
that.
y'all platform. Do
Yeah,
y'all
you
shit.
can't do that. This is Ace metaphor. Funny ass.
She wants to be. Why she?
Hold on, sorry.
It's because your woman can be a superwoman. I mean, she wants to be. Why she always gotta have her cape on? Why she always gotta be the person to wake the kids up, go to work, make the food?
Oh,
check
we
the home,
definitely played
suck
this in
it.
the group chat the other
Make
day.
sure you don't forget this. She gotta be your secretary, your star. She gotta be your maid. She gotta be your chef. And now she still gotta be your wife. And you think that shit is normal because you grew up watching your mom do all those, have all those
Ooh,
hats. And you
save
like,
for the move,
"My
baby."
mom did all this for me, so you should be able to. She ain't looking to have a son, bro. It's like the times have changed, but men's expectations of women and what their wives should be haven't morphed with the times, bro. So now we got a lot of men walking around expecting
They want
their
the mama.
wives to be their mothers and all these different things. And the only thing you bring to the table is half the rent. Ain't that some? The only thing that's bringing to the table is half the rent. Just because your woman can be a superwoman, I mean, she wants to be.
Punk.
What this man
Punk.
failed to do was
Oh,
list all
shit.
the shit that men do in relationships. He ain't list not a one. You gonna list a whole bunch of stuff women do or what's looked at as women do. Because first of all, I cook, I clean, I do laundry. I pick the kids up from school when they sick in the middle of the day and need to get picked up. When they can't go to school the next day, I call off with my kids sometimes. So what you talking about? But you ain't talking about the, hey, baby, can you lift this? I want a wall in my house. Can you build that? I want this. And we doing it. Or women look for men to provide. So you want me to say they looking for a daddy? Because that's what your daddy's supposed to do, right? They provide for their kids. They pay the rent, the mortgage, car notes, all that shit. Don't daddies do that? So when y'all looking for that, y'all looking for a daddy? Come on, bro. Stop doing that. Yes, men require stuff from women. The same way women require stuff from men. Cut it out. It ain't nothing wrong. I ain't looking for a mama.
No one said that you looking for a mama.
No, he said that.
Right.
They looking for a mama. Ain't nobody looking for a mama. I'm looking for a help. I'm looking for my help because if I'm doing all of this and you doing all of that, guess what? The house is being taken care of.
Boy,
Okay.
watch that H word, boy.
What H
house?
word?
What house?
The house?
No,
Ho?
no. I'm looking for my help.
Yeah. What you
help.
mean?
Oh, you want the help?
Hell yeah. Don't you? Ain't we helping each other? Facts, right? We helping each other.
Okay, just
I'm not
clarify that.
going
You the
there
help
with
too,
you,
then.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
Wait,
Okay, all right, I'm just-
time
all
out,
right,
time out,
all
time
right,
out, time out, and time in.
Go ahead.
What y'all talking about?
This nigga went on a rant.
You
talking
know what we
about
talking about. I
how
played that clip for you
women
earlier.
doing all this and that, and men want them to be their superwoman.
Basically,
What?
she don't always want to be Punk's superwoman.
I'm Clark Kent.
She she cooking, she cleaning, she doing all of this. She being your secretary, your porn star, whatever. He named all this stuff.
And I'm being your mechanic, your construction person, the lime, the grass people,
Landscaper,
the landscaper,
the plumber,
The
electrician,
the
line
plumber,
construction.
electrician, the toilet fucked up. Guess who gotta go do something with it?
And you the military.
Not you.
So you
Somebody run up in this thing.
Be ready to die. You the sacrifice.
All right.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Stop
All right.
doing
All
that.
right. You had your time, Punk.
All right.
You
I'm
had your
done.
time.
Go ahead. Do y'all shit.
I don't know if anybody else want to chime in.
I mean, the thing is, like, he's not wrong because he's not disputing like that. This is a two-part equation.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Punk is
He
mad
covered the
because
ground. He
Punk mad because he
we're seeing one
pandering.
side.
Punk mad because he pandering.
Yeah,
You only
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about one side because you want the women to feel a certain way. Bro, it's equal.
I wish we could find out how to do
It's
that.
equal. I ain't doing that.
In
I'm real.
some
Yes.
situations, it may be equal, but in a lot of situations, it may not be.
A lot of money.
Okay.
I just like,
All right.
I just like
Okay.
women
You said you
just as
can't-
nurturers. We sometimes carry more of the load than men do. Not negating what you guys do, but
Talk on it.
as women,
Talk on
we
it.
as women and nurturers, we take on more of that because a lot of times, if the kids are sick, who do they want? They want their mother, not their dad.
That's not true.
What's
Who's the,
exactly.
I'm
kids
saying in
come
most,
knocking on the door talking
in
about
most situations.
daddy.
I'm saying,
But
I'm
you
not
got
saying, I'm
boys,
saying
though.
in most.
That's even worse. I would feel like my
I have
daughter
a
would be
son.
more attached to
I have
me.
a son, and when he's sick, he don't want shit to do with his daddy.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? But
it's different for different kids.
Exactly. So
My
what I'm
oldest
saying in
son
most
ain't calling me
situations.
about nothing. He's sick. His mama. He telling his
Exactly.
mama.
That's what I'm saying. In some
But my
situations,
baby,
in
Daddy.
most situations, women as nurturers, we take on more of the burden than guys do. We're not
for
negating,
nurturing.
but a lot of things, cooking,
For
cleaning, whatever,
nurturing.
cooking, cleaning.
You ain't gotta
Building
die to
shit up.
nurture.
You don't gotta. Who was talking about dying?
Cause we gotta protect.
It's a part of being Superman.
We gotta protect everything that's being built. What you building, what I'm building, what we're building, we have to protect all that shit. Cause if somebody come in and try to do anything to separate it, who gotta be there?
But that's not what he spoke on. He just spoke on more of like.
That's the
He
problem.
spoke on the women part.
Exactly.
That's all he spoke
He
on.
was one-sided.
Women doing this. You ain't talking about all the
Okay,
shit
so we
that
don't know
men
what
do
question he
too.
was. We don't know what question he was asked. We just picked up.
I don't know
it
what he was
Asian-
asked.
Exactly.
I know he said men want women women to be their mama.
Okay, can we get one at a time? Co-killer.
Nobody
Can we
want
get
a
co-killer
woman
in
that's
here?
gonna help me.
This trigger
and I'm gonna
Punk.
help her. Hell yeah.
Can we get
'Cause
co-killer
I'm tired
in
of
here?
people acting like
Punk
women the
is
only
hot
people that
today.
do something in
But I don't think
relationships.
he said
We
that.
do
That's
stuff
not what
in
he was
relationships.
That's
saying.
exactly what he
That
said.
is.
He said
You
What
want a
he's saying-
superwoman.
What he's saying
And
is
you just pay
women
half
take
the rent.
on more.
That's
of
not
the,
a superwoman.
Women
Punk.
take on more
That's not a
of the
superwoman.
role.
Punk. That's not a
Because
superwoman.
in my
Punk.
household, I do most of the cleaning, most of the cooking, most of the nurturing or taking care of our son. Not
And what
negating.
your husband do the most of?
I'm saying. He
What
mow
your husband
lines,
do the most of?
He mow line. He take the trash out.
He do most of the trash.
He do all
He
the
take
trash.
the trash.
All the trash.
Come on,
Not
keep
some of
it
the
coming.
trash.
Do he pay the mortgage?
Do he do
Yes,
some
he
of the
paid
lawn?
mortgage. Okay, yes, he paid
Some
mortgage.
shit could get broke. Who fixing it?
He try to fix it.
You see how you ain't listing all this shit? I gotta list it for you. List all
But
this
I'm- but
the
I'm saying-
same
I'm
way you
saying
just ran
it's-
off that list for
But
women.
no, but I'm not,
Run off
that's
that
what
list
he
for what he
said. Only
do.
thing I'm saying is when it comes to
Cause
taking
y'all
care
ain't
of children
paying
and shit like that.
attention. Right.
Why am I saying,
Children
like-
ain't the only thing.
That's the major part, though. Like when
Says who? The house. See, that's the major part. That's the problem. Y'all want to feel like what y'all doing is so big
No
and
one
greater
said
than
that.
this. If
I
he was,
just
You
that's
just
what you
said
said.
that.
That's the
I said
major
I said
part.
majority. I said the nurturing,
Okay,
the
y'all
cooking,
too
cleaning.
high. Y'all
I
on
just
fire.
said that we're not negating what men do.
Finish your
You are. You couldn't
Punk.
even
I'm not
tell me what the
negating.
man do
Punk,
because you
Punk.
negate the shit.
I don't do the shit.
Okay.
I'm not
Exactly.
negating what he does, though.
Y'all just going in circles.
sorry.
Cocaine.
Punk
Co-killer.
shit,
You
I'm
got
sorry.
anything else?
Y'all, you know what? Punk right
Co-killer.
on this.
No,
Guys do
y'all
a
go in
whole lot,
circles.
and we just negate what they do,
No,
and he don't
no.
appreciate that because Punk, he is a great help. He does everything that he needs to be done in the house, and he does not neglect his wife. He gives her 3 hours a day or whatever that she needs. He builds houses and walls. He cooks. He cleans. He picks up the kids. Punk is the fucking ideal ass man, and women would be lucky to have someone half as great as them in their lives.
All right.
Thank you.
But that's most men.
And that's what we did.
Most men.
And that's the point. And that's the
It's
point.
most men.
First of all, he's a cat
Speak
killer,
your
not
shit,
cat
King.
king.
I'm just saying. That's most men. I can't name a brother who's not like this.
That's
Right.
you, but there's a lot of guys who out here that are literally like fucking deadbeats, and
And
they're
stop
bums.
fucking with fuck
yeah,
niggas.
like, I mean, if you go pick the one rat out of, all these
It's
brothers.
not one. It's a
You
lot of
know.
y'all. It's a lot of rats. Not y'all, but it's a lot of rats. I'm just saying. I'm assuming there's a lot of rats.
But the majority.
I'll say 1 to 1. For every great guy, there's a bum ass nigga.
And ain't that means
Cocaine.
for every great woman, there's a bum ass what?
Bitch, facts, and I
First
agree.
of all, don't talk about my sisters like that.
Wow, you just
There you
begging me,
go.
bro.
There you go,
literally
CK.
like- no,
There
wow.
you go.
For every
Represent.
great
Don't-
one, for
don't do
every
that.
great
'Cause,
woman,
Come
for
on.
every great woman, great mom, great wife, there's a bum ass bitch.
Can we
Facts.
let cocaine talk?
Cocaine.
I don't even know. Y'all just whoa.
See, yeah, you ain't exercise. You ain't exercise, cause
I wasn't ready for
Nah.
You're supposed to be potting today.
don't act brand new, cause we got some clips of you. So don't act like you ain't
that.
been
That was in
here.
my previous life, so.
Now give us the new co-killer.
Man, I tried to interject so many times.
You lost your point.
I'm
I
sorry.
forgot what I was trying to say, but
We were talking about the super women. If you need the
yeah, I think in every relationship that there is gonna be a superwoman and or a superman, right? Because
both. Should be both.
She said and or.
as we know that we are created to be a helpmate or helpmeet, we meet this person or we're an addition to these things. So we can't necessarily put someone else off and say, well, you're not doing this or you're not doing that. So it's just so much that could go into like this whole topic, but honestly, I just really think that everybody's relationship is different. So whatever works for you will work for you. I don't think that one should be higher than the other. I think as long as you have like an understanding and you know whatever it is that is needed for your relationship, your marriage, what's needed for your kids, and y'all work through that, then everything should be copacetic. Like I don't want no smoke. Like I just want stuff.
Nobody
to
wants
really
smoke, but there's
just-
always fucking smoke somehow.
Yeah, but I think that you could like alleviate some of that stuff if we just like let's have a conversation about it. I don't think that I gotta do like my dude may want to cook. He might be the person that. This
But if he's
guy
a real man, that's not what
cooks.
he's thinking about.
I cook a
But
lot.
he cooks,
That's
so
why
it's
that shit be
different
blowing me.
strokes.
They get to
CK,
talking
did you want to
about
have
I'm
anything
saying.
else to add to this? Because
I'm
I'm going to wrap it up
saying,
on this
you know,
one.
I'm not saying that guys don't cook. It's
But
Deuce,
it's different
Deuce, you
strokes,
cook?
though.
Yeah.
Alright.
He just
I
told me
cook
the other day he
most
was a
nights.
housewife.
CK.
Yeah.
CK, my boy, you cook?
I cook.
I
I cook.
Okay.
Right?
And that's
Let
cool.
me
but,
give it.
But then, okay, so that's
Go ahead.
3 out of what, 5?
Nah.
Well,
Monster
5.
cook.
What I'm saying, but in my house, I'm not saying that guys don't cook, but in my household, I do 95% of the cooking.
So it seems like you want to be his mama. He don't
No,
want
no,
mama.
no, no, no. I have to eat.
Who pay 100% of the
So
I
you
have to
saying
eat.
without you cooking,
That's
he was
100%
starving
of the
down?
mortgage.
Alright.
But he don't pay 100% of the bills because it's more than just the
I love your look away,
You said the
cocaine, when he
mortgage.
said
You
that.
said cooking.
It's more than just the fucking
It's
mortgage that's
more
going
than
to the
just cooking.
house.
Okay.
It's more than
Okay.
just cooking.
Can I get my perspective
I
before
do
y'all
grocery
go?
shopping.
Let's let Deuce
He
get
bringing
on.
me
Can I get my perspective before y'all get back into it? No,
Because fucking's pissing me off.
no, but
Like,
what
you
up?
got that fucking cook. Like what?
But I just want to
I'm
meet
not.
y'all. I want to meet
That's
y'all
the
in the
point.
middle ground somewhere. You know what I'm
Cooking.
saying? What the post alluded to, I felt a lot of it. You know, do I feel like it's pandering? Yes, because he only gave one side. But am I mad at him for it? No. I'm a fucking producer on the podcast. Do your thing, man. Pander if you got to. But let me finish, punk. Let me finish. Dang. No, but what I feel like he's alluding to is in a lot of relationships, women, they hold it down. I can't take that away from they hold it down when it comes to them children. When it comes to them children wanting mama, when they sick, when they diarrhea all over the place, or they throwing up and they got to be up all night with somebody.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? They constipated and they need an enema, like real shit. Like, Dada, you doing that? They constipated. They need an
For the
enema.
baby, I probably would. I ain't even gonna lie.
Have you done it?
Ain't none of the kids needed it.
Okay,
So we
all right,
ain't
all right.
neither one of us
All
did
right,
it.
well, I'm gonna let. I'll handle that. I don't want all of that. Do all of that.
But
But
I
I'm just
cleaned
saying.
up all
I
that
feel like
shit.
women. I feel like they hold it down so much, and I think that it is a percentage of men, a significant percentage. I'm not saying most. I'm not saying all. I'm saying there is a significant percentage of men that are unconscious of what the fuck their woman is doing in the home when it comes to nurturing, taking care of the house.
He said
If
something
they-
worth hearing today.
I'm just saying, like I'm gonna be completely honest. Now I didn't say it's most.
He said they were unconscious.
Can I say something?
I'm saying that they're
Unconscious
I'm
of
saying
what the woman was
they're
doing.
they're not they
They
don't even realize.
realize. Said they just aren't necessarily conscious.
Conscious,
I'm
right.
following you.
You get what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of what that post was alluding to. And I'm not gonna just sit here and act like I don't get
What you
anything
say.
from that post.
So
I'm not trying to sell this out. I'm just saying.
You ain't selling us
Okay,
out.
all right.
It ain't that I didn't get nothing from the post. I'm just so about equality that I hate when shit seems so one-sided. Because I feel like that's a common thing. We talk about all this stuff that the woman do, and why men should be grateful and glad that they got a woman, and this woman brings all this, and he who find a wife find a good, all that shit stuff that we like to say, as if the man don't mean nothing, that he ain't bringing nothing, that he not going out doing all the things that he gotta do to balance this thing out.
But you don't think we can find as many sayings about a man?
Hell
as-
no.
Okay.
No. Not
Just asking
never.
questions.
Let's go on
Not
Google.
never.
I'm just
Go
asking
on
questions.
Google.
Let's go on Google.
You shouldn't have to go on Google, because if I could say them about women, if they was out there about men, you would be able to just say them, and it ain't. The sayings y'all hear
What
about
about that
men is
song?
all negative shit. He a dog. He this. He that. It's always negative.
That's just more
No, they
current
made
shit.
that. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a.
What a mighty good
mighty
man. That one song.
We had to go 30. We had to go 30 years.
They got the on no scrubs.
Beyonce,
You
they
know,
make
to the
caters.
left, to the
They
left.
make caters to you.
But
They might cater to you. That's for a good man.
to
Really good song.
be 100. Like what he was saying wasn't wrong, and I don't even think it's wrong for guys to look for a superwoman. But while you being Superwoman, I'm being Superman. We supposed to be
That's
looking
you.
for each other. We should be being super to each other in this relationship.
Super
But I
duper.
just want people to look at both sides and stop looking at one side like you looking for a Superwoman because you ain't shit. No, I'm looking for a Superwoman because I'm Superman. And I want us to be super together. Just because you cook and you clean and you might
Clark
deal with the kids more than I do, that don't mean I ain't doing my share. Because if you want this bill, I got you. You ain't got to work because I'm paying the bills. Whatever you need me to do, I'm there.
Alrighty.
But they don't like thinking about none of that.
Acknowledgement. Atonement be the word. You know.
No, we could definitely have a conversation about it another time because I understand where you coming from, my brother.
Thank you. Cocaine.
So,
You got Rita and Jill Scott made a lot of songs about strong black brothers. You know, strong black men and how they appreciate
Y'all
you
ain't,
guys.
y'all ain't
Topic,
bumping
come
that
on.
shit, though.
I love Indiana
But
Reed and
Deuce,
Jill
what
Scott.
Deuce, what you was saying. 'Cause
Let's get to the next topic.
We got one more
I think
topic.
that was the
Yeah,
last
we
one.
I
got-
love them songs.
we got a couple of funny. We got a couple of just lighthearted ones.
That shit heavy.
That could have took us a while.
Yeah. That's why we're here, though. We'll come back to that one.
Please don't.
Nick Cannon has baby number 9 with baby mama number 5. Can I get a over/under on?
I don't know why
Kids.
people care about what this man is doing with his sperm and these females are doing with their uterus because they know what it is. Just
Can I get an over/under on kids for Nick
under. They
Cannon
don't give a fuck.
before he? Okay, no answer.
Give a fuck.
What about
15?
15 on the kids?
Yeah.
What about over/under baby mamas?
10.
All right.
Oh, I have no idea. What
I know
y'all
you was
talking
gonna
about.
pass.
Some bet talk.
Yeah, bet talk. This is just funny.
Basically, how many kids he gonna have versus how many baby mamas? I don't give a fuck. I don't gotta take care of none of them little motherfuckers.
He just had 9.
He just had
Nine
he had
with
number
five
9
baby
with 5 baby mamas.
How old is he?
Don't matter how old he is.
He might
Nigga
have
have
one
a
more.
kid
He
at
might.
an
I
alarming
think.
rate.
All right. So the under 6, and I think the kids go land at about 11.
Y'all got Nick fucked up. I got Nick about 23,
23?
25.
I
This
was
shit getting
giving him
old.
some credit.
25.
It ain't getting old because that nigga, he got a
Man.
whole TV. Nick Jr. is his. He making
No,
so
I mean,
much
he got
bread
the
off of
resources.
others.
Well,
So
you know
it
what?
ain't old
I
because
give
Y'all
the
got him
women,
fucked
the
up.
women know.
Y'all got him and his
what's
legacy
going on.
fucked up.
Man,
They know
15 at least.
He's becoming a
I
sultan.
got
bro.
over 15.
I'm telling you,
Bro,
y'all
turn
got
into a
him.
sheep.
That's why I'm
Weird
telling y'all,
life.
y'all
You
got
saying
him fucked
23.
up. That's why I said y'all got him
Shit,
fucked
it might
up.
be 8 in the bakery. We don't know.
Y'all got him. Y'all got
I
Nick
ain't gonna-
fucked up.
But the real question is it an issue with what he doing?
I don't see it.
I'm glad I didn't say it.
I ain't on camera. Fuck y'all.
But I'm saying the same thing though. Like I say the same thing. Why do we care how many children that he has? Like it
I ain't
does
say
not.
do you care. Is it an issue with him having 20-something kids?
No, for
By
what?
all these different women. Or however many kids he got by
I
all
think
these
I
different
feel
women.
like the only small issue that I would have is that you can't when you have so many children spread out among so many different women, you can't be as present as you may want to be or the child may need to be. Outside of that,
How you know?
I'm just saying you can't.
How you
Okay,
know?
let's say this: you have 23 kids on one day. You have 8
Wait,
kids.
we gonna talk about how many he really got.
Okay,
He got 9.
so he has 9 kids. So on one day, on one specific day, 4 of your children have a recital. There is no possible way that you're gonna be able to make all 4 recitals.
That's absolutely true.
So you can't. So that's
If you
that's
had
my
2
point.
kids and they had
Stream
recitals
them
at the
Exactly.
same time, you wasn't making
Exactly,
it to
that's
both.
what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like with the number growing, rapidly growing, there is no way that you can be as present as you would want to be. That's my only issue.
Yeah, you
That's
true.
my only thing. Outside of that,
But the mama will be present.
but
'Cause
the
I'm
dad's
sure
not
they
present
paid.
though. But no one's talking about money. We're talking about presence and you being there.
But money matter.
When you take care of a kid,
'Cause-
but to a child, they don't give a fuck about your money. To a child, they want to see their father. They want to see their mother. They don't care about the money.
But
Who said he's not seeing that?
Not, right.
I'm
Who
not
said
saying that.
he's
What
not
I'm
seeing
no.
them. You
I'm
saying
not
at the
saying that he's not
recital.
seeing. What I'm saying is he cannot be as present. That's all that I'm saying. If he had 3 boys and all 3 boys had their first baseball game on the same exact day, he can only be at one game.
He can't be at none of them because what if he got to work?
Still, he's not present.
But that's what I'm saying. But if the mamas are able to be there, a parent is there present while I'm making sure everything else is straight. And I ain't saying I don't know how his situation set up, but I just know from
You know how his situation set up, goddamn.
Well, my wife
Exactly.
You
ain't
know
Well,
how his
you can't take an easy road
motherfucking
out,
situation
no.
set up.
All the time. That's, like
We
I
can
said,
assume
that's-
how his situation
That's
is
my
set
only.
up.
That's
goddamn.
When my
my
wife ain't
only
work,
issue.
when
I don't
my-
care how many kids he got. This
look,
money.
check it out. When
No,
my
I'm
wife
not trying to
ain't
hear that
work-
shit.
I know
you can't be
don't.
as present. You just can't be as present. Because for me,
You know, but what's
like
as
I would have preferred
present?
my dad to be there versus child support. That's just me.
Oh,
speaking.
me and
Alright.
my wife got 4 kids. When she didn't work, if I had to work, she was at the assemblies,
Right, she didn't work.
the whatever events, the whatever. You saying right? She ain't work.
Right, she didn't work. Right, but a lot of his baby mothers, whatever they do, they still work. They're just not sitting around having kids. Some of them work.
Yeah, I'm
whether
pretty
it's
sure some of them
modeling
work.
or
I'm pretty
whatever
sure
they're doing,
do
they still
something.
work.
They work.
They're still working. They're just not sitting around waiting on this check from Nick Cannon. They still work.
If you going to work making 50, 60,000 and Nick Cannon
don't know
like
what they
I got
making.
10K.
Because they had careers or whatever.
What's their
modeling,
careers?
modeling or whatever they was doing. Modeling
Who careers
whoever.
modeling?
Come on, now y'all get into semantics. Come on
They
now.
got
All right.
everything.
We
Not
weren't supposed to
everybody-
deep dive on this.
not
This was supposed to be
everybody-
funny.
Not
This was-
everybody is just sitting around waiting on Nick Cannon. He's like, hey,
Ain't nothing
I want a
wrong with-
baby with you.
Yeah.
They ain't sitting around waiting on that.
No.
Why
Do
they
your
have a
thing,
baby
Nick.
with
Do
them?
your
I
thing,
said,
Nick.
everybody's not doing that.
Why they have a baby with them?
Because maybe they wanted kids.
Okay. All right.
So they couldn't find nobody else to have kids with.
Shit, if I had to choose between a
I'm
regular Joe Snow and
separating
a
y'all
fucking Nick
next
Cannon,
time. Y'all
You
can't.
gonna
I'm
choose
going with Nick Cannon.
Why?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Why? Why you choose
Absolutely.
Nick Cannon?
Y'all can't sit together no
Yeah.
more.
I tried to sit over there. He
Y'all
let me
can't-
sit.
Why you
did
choose?
try.
Y'all
Why
could
you
not-
choose
She
Nick
did
Cannon?
over here, but
Huh? She did try to sit over
I
there.
did.
We didn't know if CK was
I'm
flaking or
wondering.
what. We didn't know what was up with you.
Yeah, we didn't know what you was
So
on.
this is what we gonna do.
No, we
She tried
we
to
didn't know if
sit
he was
there.
showing
I
up or
wanted
not.
the girl, the woman,
boy,
man,
girl.
woman, man vibe. I ain't want women.
All right, what's the next
Man.
topic?
I think we wrapping up.
We good. Oh.
Yeah.
CK ain't. I mean,
Yeah,
CK what? Cat Killer ain't did what?
Lord, I almost talking.
No, you
try not to go
you
there. I'm gonna be
should
back
go
on my
there. No,
I just feel like.
CK them.
I just feel like his brother Nick Cannon ain't doing nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with having that many kids. Man, it's about the culture you come from. We just learned this shit. This new. We got cultures way older than this Western influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he take care of his business, if he present in the capacity in which the kids can develop in a healthy, productive human beings, it's not like the kids got mama and daddy only. It's a tribe around the child. It's a tribe around the child. If dad is there 3 days, or if they come over for the week and then come on now. If you Nick Cannon and you balling like that, you can make a way of finding.
But that's
is.
money though. He has 9
I'm not
children.
talking about giving kids $20. I am
I
talking
know.
about being present.
Exactly. He has 9 children. There's 7 days in the week. How is he present for all 9 kids?
Come get on my tour bus. I got Nintendo. Well, not
Tour
Nintendo,
bus, like that's
but
not.
I got these in the world. Okay, so his presence ain't good enough for you. Okay, fine.
I'm not saying.
But-
who said?
There's many ways
I
to be
never
present
said
for your
that.
kids. Finances, money makes shit possible.
I never
period.
said. I never mentioned anything about money.
He got the money to be present for how many? 9? 9 kids ain't too many to be present for. If you're a multimillionaire.
Because he could pay somebody to homeschool.
My
all of
neighbors
them,
had
so.
18 kids.
Shit.
We're not talking about your neighbors.
They had
wasn't
18
rich.
kids. I knew them. I fought 7 of them.
They wasn't rich.
You hear me?
My auntie,
Because
my
if you
auntie
whoop
had
one, you
11.
gotta keep going.
Right.
You hear me?
Exactly. My auntie
next
had
level.
11.
Until
Right.
somebody
Yeah,
beat you up.
Shit. My mother's twin had
final
11 children.
boss.
Right.
For
I
real.
get it. Shit.
You
I got
know,
a whole
You fight the dad at the end.
You hear me? I ain't get to dad. I ain't get to dad. I
Hey,
ain't
Macon, you got beat up.
Big, big, big,
bro. I got
bro.
beat up. I got beat up.
beat
I
up.
called Alice to beat me up.
He got beat up, y'all.
My dog with me. He karate chopped my ribs. I never had that happen before.
And we are wrapping up.
That is really how it ends.
I don't know, sometimes.
So you just cut us off like, all right, shut up, y'all.
Because
Doing too much.
Like, shut the fuck up.
because
And that's it. Sir, rap.
now guys,
That's episode 54.
remember follow the YouTube.
Are gone.
Hey, this still free content.
See that
Y'all
little
ain't
bell
getting
up
more than
there?
an hour and a half out of us. It's
Click
free
that bill right
content.
there. That bill right there.
Go buy a fucking shirt, motherfuckers. You cheap bastards.
It's right there. It's over there.
It'll be like right here.
Hey.
I don't know what I was looking at, dog. I was just looking at the ceiling.
What's up? What's going on?
The bill. We just talking about the bill.
I didn't know where to look. I'm like, I was like,
She a team player.
okay, that's what I'm supposed to be looking at. I got it.
I like this shit. I love you guys, man.
Who we sponsored by?
Our fucking selves.
We got Divine
that's
Tactical in the building.
Yeah, man. If you're in Chicago, Illinois, go to 761stgunclub.com. Holler at us. We Chicago's gun club. If you want your concealed carry, go to Divine
Cocaine.
Tactical. I'm gonna shut the fuck up, obviously.
No, do you? Divine Tactical, what's the website?
DivineTactical.com.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Co-Killer, you got anything to promote? Push? What you thinking about?
Dry October. Yeah. We
Dry
were talking
October?
about
Yes,
Dry
talking about that
October.
shit.
What is it?
Dry October.
Is it like No Shave November?
So let me. Yeah.
Kinda.
It's
only
a
for
little
men.
Yo,
It's
look
not
at
for
her
women.
push
But-
that she got
okay,
there.
so-
No, it's not for
Oh,
women.
it's
It's only
for
for men.
So
It's
before
only
we got
for men.
started, I was talking to Punk about Dry October. So we are gonna start with, and I was talking to Deuce about it too, but he already counted himself out. But I'm still going to try to influence him to come on board. Dry October, y'all. So we are not drinking, we are not smoking, we are only eating healthy, we are going to the gym, and we ain't reading statuses, we reading books.
Hey!
You feel me? That's what we doing. So Punk already said that he already in tune and he about to get with your girl and do it.
Minus the status of shit, cause I gotta be on social media to fuck with all our followers and
You
shit.
gotta promote. Part of the job.
Gotta promote. So
Okay.
we'll give you that. We'll let that be that.
But I'll fuck with a book for you.
But that is where
Punk don't
that's
like
where
books.
I
I
am.
don't.
That's what I'm
I
doing.
hate them
so
motherfuckers. I
all
don't
my
like reading
people, I'm
books.
trying to it's for self-discipline. It's for more mental clarity. It's just cleansing, detoxifying your mind, your body, and just getting more connected within yourself. So we're going through Dry October. And for the sake of Punk, we only
started
gonna
a
do
couple
21
hours.
days. It's not even a whole
Thank
month.
you. I appreciate it.
We only doing 21 days.
That's
right?
probably
Okay,
like
only
3.5
21.
hours.
It's
Okay.
only 21
3
days.
weeks.
hours.
3 weeks.
21 days.
That's it. You gotta
It's like
challenge
3.5
yourself.
hours.
No, I said
Okay.
it starts in 3.5 hours because the first is
No.
tomorrow.
We starting Monday.
We starting on a Monday.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We starting on a
Shit, that
Monday.
mean I gotta go to
Yeah.
like the 24th.
Yeah.
I mean, next couple
21
pods, you gotta
days
be
starting
sober.
on Monday, but you challenge yourself.
Can you
so
do
that's
it,
all I'm
or-
promoting right there.
I hope
It's
you don't
just-
need the.
It's just some self-discipline.
I
That's
hope you don't
it.
need it.
Nah, I don't.
Okay, I know you don't, cause you built for this.
So it's everything.
You've been doing this before you
Y'all gonna be
before you
mad.
ever been
They gonna be
influenced by
mad.
anything.
Alcohol.
They gonna be mad because
Everything.
my mind gonna be
Oh,
working
okay.
way faster.
It's gonna be
than
too.
this.
It's gonna
They
be too
mad.
efficient. Huh?
Well, good luck to y'all.
It's just a time to
Good luck to
get
y'all.
in
Coming
tune
for a
with
few weeks.
yourself.
Good luck to y'all.
That's all.
Good luck.
It's a challenge. I think it's really cool.
Hey,
you
I
know,
might get
so,
back on
I
board.
mean,
Punk.
Deuce, you gonna get in that? You
I
gonna
might.
get in the game?
Yeah, I might get back on board.
He might get back on board, which
What's
means
up,
he ain't
Deuce?
doing
'Cause he
shit.
said no, so he might. He
Right,
be
I
changing
might.
his
He ain't
Mind
doing
your
shit.
motherfucking
He want to sound
goddamn
good to
It'll
y'all.
save me
Yeah.
some money. I know that.
True, real shit.
It'll save me a
go.
lot of money. Go ahead.
What you got?
What I'm doing?
Do you have any closing remarks you want to promote?
Hey,
anything?
shout out to my people, all our people following on TikTok.
Yeah, I like
all
you.
the
I see
social
you growing your
medias.
little following there.
On
They-
TikTok?
Yeah, they starting to follow
Yeah,
you
they
a
be
little bit
following
more.
me.
Yeah.
I gotta start posting because I don't be posting
Well,
shit.
we
so
gotta
I
we gotta make
we gotta
some.
work on that.
We gotta create some content.
Yeah,
for
we
you.
gotta work on that. Hey,
We gotta. Yeah.
Kaladi, one of our sponsors,
Hey, let's go.
because that's my shit, my family shit.
What is it?
Kaladia stand for Kill That Life and Die Dedicated.
Okay.
It also is the initial of me, my wife, and our kids, like
Mhm.
our names and shit.
Yep. Clothing
Yeah,
brand.
Colin brand, go
Okay.
shop.
Oh, cool.
All right. They can find the link.
Yeah.
You'll shoot me the link. I'll
I
put it
got
in
you.
YouTube's. Vee Chat. Anything?
Chat.
Any closing remarks?
No closing remarks.
Okay. All right.
Have a great dry October.
Great job.
No closing
October.
remarks.
All
Have a
right.
great dry October, idiots.
I admire you guys for doing that. You know, I admire
Because I
it.
ain't fucking with y'all.
Yeah, facts. I'm not.
So this.
But let me know how y'all feel on the 24th.
Okay. So Deuce closing out, and Well, holla at y'all.
Peace.
Peace out.
Bye, y'all.